Hi, I had some people ask me about unit conversions. This is a method, believe it or not, I got taught in my chemistry class in college, and that professor that taught me this, was taught by his physics professor. So it comes by a roundabout way, but I often felt overwhelmed when dealing with unit conversions, going, I can't remember all of the different conversions. I can't memorize every single one there is. So this method worked for me because I knew I only needed to remember one and then I could make my way there. So, for example, we're given an amount. We've got a rate of 50 kilometers per hour. And we're told we need to convert that to miles per hour because we're an American driving in Canada and need to find out if we're breaking the law or not. So we have a unit conversion we need to do. The hour is fine. That's good. The unit we need to convert is kilometers. So what you do is you take and you go like this, 50 kilometers, and then you just make this little bracket, kilometers per hour. Now, hours is fine. Let's leave it alone. Let's look at kilometers. I don't know the conversion for kilometers to miles, but what conversions do I know? Well, I know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. And I know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. And I know that 2.54 centimeters is equal to 1 inch. Remember how I told you? I don't want to have to remember all of those conversions. The one conversion I remember is centimeters to inches. So all I need to do is get kilometers to centimeters, convert to inches, and then get inches into miles. So there are 12 inches in a foot, and I know that there is 5,280 feet in a mile. Now to check and see if I've converted this, what we do is cancel out the units. You need to have one on top and one on bottom, one on top, 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 one on bottom. What units are we left with? Miles and hours. We have converted this now from miles per hour. Now all we have to do is multiply all the numbers across the top, multiply all the numbers across the bottom, and then we are done. So plug and chug, 50 times 1,000 times 100 times 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 5 million miles per, because that's all this is a fraction. It's 50 kilometers per, that's hour. Multiply everything across the bottom. We have 1 hour, 1 kilometer, 1 mile, 2.54 times 12 times 5,280. That's 160,934 hours. Well, that amount is yucky. It doesn't mean anything. So we want to turn that into a unit rate where the denominator is a single digit, preferably 1. And to do that, you just divide the numerator by the denominator, and we get 31.06 miles per 1 hour, or roughly 31 miles per hour. Bingo. And you can do this with any conversions, especially if you're dealing with the metric system. Adapt, convert to what you know is the conversion between the metric and the English system, and then you're good to go. Again, try it if it works for you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Again, it was a different way of thinking about it, but for me, it helped.